This is the Sony D6C Professional Walkman, released in 1984. If you're into cassettes and searching for the best portable machine, your search might as well be over. It's really worth watching all the way till the end of the video. Things are getting crazy. Before we dive into what makes it so worth another look, let's dismiss the usual suspects. Like, subscribe and hit that bell icon if you want to be the first to comment first, if that's still a thing. Launched around the same time as the original Macintosh in 1984, its production run ended a year after the iPod was introduced in 2002. Wow, what a legend! How many electronics can nowadays claim a successful 18-year run? The Sony D6C is the ideal mini tape deck for on-the-go recordings, sampling, field and studio capture. And of course, it's a pro mixtape machine. Intended for professional use, this was the go-to for journalists and musicians. You can totally use it now to record from a computer, from vinyl, or even a small dongle deck connected to your phone, knowing you'll get beautiful analog sound. Tapes recorded on the D6C sound in my experience great on any device I tried playing them back on. And even if you're just into listening, it delivers some of the best possible sound you can get from a compact cassette on any portable machine. The top-loading cassette door hides a cleverly tucked away battery compartment taking 4 AAs. On the right you get a tape counter and a 5 LED view meter, which in true 80s fashion helps set recording levels and check the battery. The tape selector covers all usual tape types, including Type 4 metal tapes. It's really charming how the selection is visible through these little peepholes. The D6C Professional Walkman was the successor to the D6. The extra C stands for confusion trying to look them up online. No, that would be Dolby C actually. The upgraded model introduced for the first time on a portable cassette recorder, Dolby C noise reduction. This puts the D6C in a select category of 1. No other compact cassette tape recorder from any company featured Dolby C recording on a portable machine. Released the same year as the D6C, the playback-only DC2 was positioned as a professional playback-only version of the D6C, sharing some internal circuitry. A year later, in 1985, Sony birthed the smaller sibling of its professional Walkman recorders, the D3. While not bad, especially as a player, it's closer to a regular disc drive Walkman and only features Dolby B. Having said all that, purists will still argue that tapes sound best without any noise reduction. And honestly, I tend to agree. That's part of the soul, man. Tapes recorded with Dolby C will sound off on players without, or in case they're set incorrectly. Let's get over Mr. Dolby now and have a look at what the D6C has to offer. On the right you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, mic input and a satisfyingly chunky record button paired with a recording level knob. The front is dominated by this bold linear volume slider and classic mechanical controls. Play, pause, rewind, fast forward and stop. And it's always fun to push the stop button to eject the tape. I could be doing this all day. More serious things are available around the back. There are proper line in and line out connectors, plus a speed tuning dial. You probably shouldn't need it though, because the D6C runs on a QUARTZ locked motor. Despite having a couple of belts and rubber parts inside, the D6C pulls the tape using a disc drive mechanism. What's that? Well, this bit here doing the pulling is the capstan. Instead of being driven by a belt connected to the rest of the mechanism, the motor is attached directly through a rubber ring. The motor speed is quartz controlled, which, just like in a quartz watch, translates to always accurate speed. Together with the disc drive, this ensures precise tape control and very low wow and flutter. It also makes it a lot less sensitive to movement and vibration, which is essential on the go. Disk drive and QUARTZ control were the hallmarks of Sony's best Walkman models, usually part of their DD line. There are pros and cons to this design, and a video dedicated to the Sony DD series is coming. Make sure you're subscribed to Technostalgism so you don't miss it. For listening, while something like these MDR31 headphones sound surprisingly decent for an 80s set, do yourself a favor and plug in a pair of modern IEMs or headphones. The D6C plays nice with the warm and lush sound of Sony's modern IEMs. And why not pair the D6C with modern hi-fi? Let's connect this portable WA8 Eclipse tube amp from Woo Audio and the Hifiman HE1000SE headphones and enjoy true analog nirvana. The D6C originally came with a carrying case and a strap. I've only got the case here, and it looks like it's done a pretty good job protecting the Walkman all these years while still looking surprisingly good. Another fun fact, this label on the front mentions an Amorphous Head. During its long production run, Sony changed quite a bit on the inside, mainly to lower production costs. Walkman Land, quoting Walkman Central, explains that the excellent Amorphous Head with its distinctive shape was replaced by a cheaper permalloy version, as is inside of this unit. This topic on the Stereo2Go forum identifies 4 versions and discusses the issue in detail. Find links to all of these in the video description. Having said that, no matter the version, all D6C devices are excellent performers. You can look at the D6C as either a mighty Walkman or a tiny but powerful deck. How powerful? Well, this entire voiceover was recorded on the D6C with an external microphone. For a direct comparison, I've connected the mic to both the D6C input and to an audio interface. You can see their waveforms on screen now as we alternate the 2 versions. In case you're curious, here's an unedited comparison of what the tape recording sounds like versus the same microphone connected directly to an audio interface. This is the ideal mini tape deck for on-the-go recordings, sampling, studio and field audio capture, and of course it's a pro mixtape machine. Okay, now let's also record some music from the YouTube library and have a listen.
I'm overheated, can hardly sleep at night, doing crazy.
40 years later, the D6C Professional Walkman is still one of the best compact cassette players and recorders out there, and a quintessential piece of 80s design. If you find it for a price that's fair to you, get one serviced or are able to do so yourself, you'll be owning a piece of history that you can play, enjoy and dance to. A few really skilled engineers will take these little gems beyond their original specs to the limits of what's possible on cassette tape. If you want to go down that route, be prepared for a hefty investment and a long waiting list. For more information on where to start on your D6C journey, check out the links in the video description. If you like this video, let YouTube and myself know with a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate every single one. Be the first to know when new videos are released by clicking the bell icon. Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee and Instagram subscriptions help document these amazing devices in a modern context. If you'd like to get involved in any way, feel free to reach out. Thanks for tagging along Nostalgia Lane.